Hello, and welcome back to another Yoga Flow on Move with Bree. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today in this abandoned place. We're going to start your yoga practice at the back of your mat with a big inhale to reach the arms up. And as you exhale, bring the thumbs down to heart center, setting an intention for your practice. Now we'll take the palms down to the mat, slide forward into a tabletop position for cat-cow, and as you inhale, you'll arch the spine. And as you exhale, push away from the ground, round your back. Again, big inhale, lift the chin and the tailbone, arching the back. And as you exhale, push the shins down and round the vertebrae. Now, finding a rhythm with your own breath, you'll continue that flexion of your spine, creating more space between each bone, creating more space between the ribs. And now you can continue that motion of cat-cow, or you can start to move in any way that feels nice to loosen up your hips, your shoulders, and your back. You might want to consider barrel rolling the chest or sideways flexion of your spine. Make sure if you're doing something in one direction that you take it in the opposite direction too. Continue to root down through your hands, shins, and tops of the feet as you move. Keep the breath very deep through the nose. Now we'll walk the hands forward. Coming into a puppy pose, keep the hips over the knees as you bring the forehead or the chin down to the ground, chest melting towards your yoga mat. The next time you inhale, really expand the space of the belly. And as you exhale, push into the forearms and begin to round forward into your Sphinx pose. Now, if you're a little more advanced, you can lift the elbows off the ground or you can keep them on the floor. And now we're going to start to move from child's pose forward into your cobra or Sphinx. As you bring the chest all the way down to the ground, push the hands down and roll back up. Push the shins down and take the hips back to the heels for child's pose. Now pulling forward with the hands, bring the thighs, hips, and eventually belly, chest, and forehead to the ground. And then pushing into the hands, roll back up to your cobra, pull the hips back to the heels, and continue. Good. Keep the breath nice and deep as you move, so you're really opening up more space in the body. And this time you can either stay in your cobra or take an up dog. And now move all the way back to your downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg. We'll bring the right knee forward and touch right elbow. On your inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, touch the left elbow, taking a twist. As you inhale, send it back. And as you exhale, step the right foot between the palms, rise up onto the fingertips. And once you've caught your balance, reach the arms all the way up, pushing the feet down to lift the arms and chest a little bit higher. Next, we're going to bring the thumbs down to heart center and bring the left leg all the way forward for a kick. Slowly step the left foot back into your lunge, and again, forward into a light kick. Bring the left foot back, crescent lunge, and again, bring it forward for a kick. Landing the left foot behind you, reach the arms up for crescent lunge. And this time we're going to take the left arm forward, right arm back for a twist towards that right edge of your mat. Keep the spine as upright as you can. Or if you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, you're going to take the left elbow to the outside of the left thigh, thumbs to heart center. And one more step forward. You might take that left hand down outside of the right foot, right hand to the ceiling, and maybe even look up towards that right thumb. So many options for you to work in. Now we're going to take the right hand down inside of the right foot for a side angle, but with the left arm reaching up towards the sky. And very gradually start to bend and straighten the right leg, bringing more flexibility to the right hamstring, more stability to both feet. Good. Good, and now pressing the feet down firm, we'll rise up to a warrior two. Once again, straighten the right foot and quarter turn your right foot in. Once you get in that position, turn the toes out, turn the palms up to the sky, and bend the elbows, knees, and wrists for your goddess pose. If you want to take it a little bit further, lift the heels up off the ground. Not necessary, but a way that you can start to work the calf strength a little bit more. Good, one more inhale. And exhale, reach the arms up into a star pose. Breathing in deep there. As you take your next exhale, you'll fold over the legs. Wide-legged forward fold. Couple of options in your forward fold. If you're feeling very flexible, you can take the hands down in line with your heels and bend the elbows to a 90-degree bend. If the forehead or the crown of the head can make it all the way to the ground, you'll put light pressure on the crown. And if headstand is part of your practice, you can slowly float the feet up to the sides, all the way up to touch. Engage the core and hold your headstand. And if you're in your headstand, we'll slowly bring the feet down, same way they went up. Push the hands down, and we're all going to lift up halfway. From that halfway lift, you're going to bend the left knee, sink the hips towards the left heel for Skandasana or side lunge. Option 1, hands to heart center. Option 2 is going to be to spread the wingspan open. Now, if you have the balance there, you might reach behind that left thigh, left hip, and clasp the hands. If you have the bind, release it. And now we're going to switch through center to the other side. Skandasana to the right heel. Same options on this side, so if you took a different variation, go ahead and move into that same variation step by step. And always keep in mind that the more you come back to this practice, the deeper you'll be able to go. You'll notice the progressions. Bringing yourself back to center, we're going to bring our body back upright into goddess. Very briefly, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, turn to the front of your mat, send the right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Moving into a chaturanga. On your inhale, cobra or up dog. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog as you exhale. With your next inhale, lift the left leg. And as you exhale, tap the left knee, left elbow. Inhale to extend it, pushing the palms down firm, and as you exhale, left knee taps the right elbow for the twist. Inhale, send it up and back, push the right heel down, and as you exhale, strong engagement of the core, step that left foot between the palms, come up onto the fingerprints, and then moving very slow, reach the arms upright, chest upright for your crescent lunge. Now you're high on the ball of the back foot. We'll bring the thumbs to heart center and push off the ball of that foot to kick the right leg forward and then step it right back. Inhale, send it forward, kick, and then take it all the way back, crescent lunge. Again, right knee forward, right knee straight to kick, and take it all the way back. This time, right arm will go forward and left arm will go back for your closed twist towards that left edge of your mat. And if you're taking it that extra step, you might bring the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, making sure you keep a gentle press back through your left heel. Now, if you want to take it even one more advancement, you'll spread the wingspan open wide, keeping in mind again that these are only options, so you're going to go where your body feels best, strong, and centered today. Now we'll bring that left hand down inside of the right foot, turning into our side angle very briefly. Keep that right arm lifted straight up to the sky and begin to straighten and bend the left knee. Bringing space not only to the hamstring and the calf, but also the hips. We'll continue to push down through the pinky toe edge side of the right foot and the inner arch of the right foot together. Good. Now rising up into your warrior two, we'll straighten that left leg and quarter turn the left foot. When you get there, turn both sets of toes out and bend the knees once again for goddess squat. This time, making it more dynamic, we'll inhale to reach the arms up and exhale to bend the knees. Bring the thumbs to heart center. As you inhale, straighten the knees and reach the fingertips up. And as you exhale, bend the knees and bring the thumbs to the sternum. Again, inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms. And exhale, bend the knees, thumbs to heart center. Push the feet down, straighten the legs up. You might want to widen the feet a little bit more, and we're going to come back down into that forward fold. Now, a couple of options for you. If you practiced headstand and you want to take it again, you can do that headstand. Or if you're not doing your headstand this time, you'll place your right hand underneath the face, left hand to the low back as you take a twist to that left side of your mat. The wingspan is big and open, or you can keep that left hand on the back to feel more stable. We'll bring the left hand down underneath the face to trade sides. This time, right hand moves to the low back to stay, or possibly reaching that right arm up to the sky, you'll open the wingspan and turn the chest to the right. Keeping weight in both feet, we'll bring that right hand back down. Turn the toes out, and once again, Skandasana to the left. This time, same thing as our goddess. We'll make it more dynamic by moving side to side. It might be helpful to keep the hands on the ground here to crawl through center and over to your opposite side. Or if you're feeling the balance, you can keep the thumbs at heart center as you push into that right heel and drag the hips over to it. Push into the left heel and drag the hips over to the left. Now we're going to turn once again to the front of the mat to send the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. You might keep it lifted as you take your chaturanga, and you'll inhale with both feet down for upward facing dog. Exhale back to downward facing, both heels pushing to the mat. Now bend the knees and look forward. You can step or hop through to a seated boat pose. When you get into your boat, shins are aiming to be parallel with the ceiling, and you might even reach the arms up here if you're feeling stable on the glutes. Pushing the hips down, reach the arms up. If you have the arms lifted, you're going to drop the hands to the left and then to the right. So through center up, and then exhale to twist. Inhale to center and exhale to twist. You're going to keep that action going with your breath, or you can even hold the arms upright here in center, maybe even place the hands behind the thighs if you need that extra balance and that extra assist. No matter which variation that you're taking, you're trying to keep the low back long, so no crumpling in the back side of the body. Lots of engagement of your core. I know, we're so close. Keep going. Big inhale. And as you exhale, land the feet and hug the knees. Drop the forehead down towards your knees. And now we'll slide the bum forward to start making our way down onto the back. When you get there, we're going to set up for a couple of back bends. So now you can place the palms down on the mat and lift the glutes up. Taking your bridge pose, you're going to push the heels and the balls of the feet down, either keeping the palms on the mat, or if you can go a little bit deeper, interlacing the fingers, splitting the chest open as you push the pinky side of the hands down. Bridge is an excellent place to stay. If you're feeling like a deeper back bend today, you're going to place the hands by your shoulders, fingers facing the shoulders, and then press the hands and feet down to lift the crown of the head off the ground into wheel pose. Try to keep the knees close together for one more inhale. And as you exhale, a very slow descent back to bridge pose. We'll all meet in bridge with the arms reaching up and begin to roll the spine down bone by bone. When you make it back to the mat, you're going to start to windshield wiper your knees side to side, getting a nice massage across the back of the hips and the low back. Good. Keep taking the knees to the left and the right at a very graceful pace. And now the next time the knees land to the left, you're going to take that left heel outside of the right thigh or knee to bring a little bit more weight into a twist. It might feel nice to take the arms to a T here and look over the right shoulder if the neck feels okay looking in that direction. And now we're going to slowly bring it back to center to trade sides. As you get the knees to the right, this time right heel will go outside of the left thigh or knee, and we'll look towards that left set of fingers. Good. Both feet back down to the ground. Move the knees back up to center. Good. Stick the hands and the feet up in the air and start to make big circles with all of those joints, ankles, wrists, maybe the fingers and the knees, the hips. And then reverse those circles, just bringing some free movement to your joints. We'll end here with a happy baby. So now bending the knees, grab the outsides of the feet. You can stay in center. It might feel good to keep that massage of the low back going by rocking side to side. Each inhale is a chance to expand your low back. If the hamstrings need some extra love, you can straighten the legs one at a time or both at the same time here to bring more flexibility to the backs of the legs. And now taking your cannonball to balance out, we'll hug the knees, set the feet down, and slide the legs out long for your final resting pose, Shavasana. We'll take a few moments here together to relax the body entirely. The name for Shavasana is also corpse pose because we allow the body to rest very peacefully, acknowledging that there's nowhere to be and nothing to do in this moment. As you're ready to bring yourself out of Shavasana, you're going to take the left arm up and overhead, roll onto that left side of the body, and use the arm as a pillow for your head. Being very gentle with your movements, push the hands down and start to rise up to a seated position. Good. Taking a meditative seat, we'll deeply inhale through the nose. Reach the arms up overhead to bring your palms together above you. And the next time you exhale, drop the thumbs to the center of the forehead for clear vision, to the mouth for clear speech, and to the heart for compassion in all of our actions. It was my honor to guide you through your practice today. Thank you so much for showing up and sharing this time and space with me to move the body, to feel your own strength and flexibility, and to do something kind for yourself. I look forward to seeing you again next time. Namaste.